I'm really sorry about that. My laptop just decided it wanted to go and restart. That's very not nice of it. Anyways, I should update the Suzuka setup, which will be a chore because I suck at this track. 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 5, 4, 7, 4, 9. Just 2, 3. Okay. X0. A Kyolami setup, I think. The base one. But this one is for after the 1.9.6 changes. Yeah, the dampers are there. The pre-put. Let's get the hang of it.
Green light. Go, go, go.
So I wanted to go offline because my VR headset today just likes to drop that error again. I think I used it way too much yesterday, but it survived yesterday race, so I'm not mad at it. I'm still mad at Meta that they don't disable that stuff, or at least make it like transparent background, not full black, because that is super annoying. Okay, easy on the first lap. It's very, very easy to cook your tires, drain them on Suzuka. Issue is I suck at this track, and it's very, very setup dependent. But I will do my best to solve it. Live? Yeah. Hey Philip, you are welcome. I'm very glad to hear that it helps a lot. Hey Space Wizard, I'm glad you agree. Oops. Okay. I need lower brake bias, definitely. We will see. It's not my favorite track and I'm not too good at it, but I will do the best. No. Currently I'm running with DLSS, and although it says balanced, I think it's 40, 48. 54, something like that. The thing is, I changed the DLL to 3.7 and forced it to preset E. That makes a huge difference. Otherwise, DLSS, this slider is not working. Otherwise, DLSS is very soft, but preset E is kinda like crisp enough, and I'm at 175 pixel density. But I use more vertical FOV now due to I need it for the stream, and I also changed my GPU to 4080 Super. So it's different, but the principles are the same. UE Gen 5 is still very good. I changed it to DLSS because Gen 5 was a bit like glitchy on the stream, and the DLSS is more temporally stable. Back to the Suzuka topic, yeah, we will see what you can learn here. The issue is I'm not too good at Suzuka. It's a fast track. I usually suck at fast tracks, and it's just weird. I don't know what's my issue with it. It looks like we are getting a bit too much on throttle rotation. Yeah, definitely try the DLSS preset E if you want to experiment, I mean. It's more stable temporal, it's a bit less crisp. So it's just different. UE Gen 5 is still a very good upsampler. Okay, I can do less lift there. Improvement.
Personal fastest lap.
Don't forget that this is just a Kyalami setup, nothing tailored to this track. Although it's not bad, it has a bit too much on throttle rotation for these S's. But not way too much, just a tiny bit. And a bit not enough exit rotation in the slow corners, that's weird. Okay, I really screwed that up. bit earlier on the brakes. A bit less aggressive there. And I need to decrease my right tires by 1 click.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Goodbye rear tires. Okay, few things. What I will do is less rake, less brake bias, more pumps range at the rear, less tow. Check the tire drag. Yeah, much less camber. And let's try that first. Maybe I'll go. Okay, I went down. I was on 9.4. I'm on 9.2 now. This will make the slow on-brake rotation a bit better, and the less rake will counter it in the fast corners. Easy on the first step. Trying out what on and off throttle doing here, although tires are still cold, so it's not completely representative, but we try even lower for the 9. Definitely much better. Being the first one tighter, having better exits from the second one. Okay, I have much less rotation in the first corner, but it's more stable. The thing why I lost it is because I tried to correct it with too much brake. Tires are still under pressure, but they are super hot. So I should go to 3 and 2 brake duct. Protect them if they keep going up. Actually, I should keep the front at 2 because 80s are okay. The rears are already 90 plus. Okay, just the right amount of axis rotation, otherwise the setup is more stable now. Probably it's a tiny bit slower than the last one. I mean, the one I just drove like a few minutes ago. But consistency is the most important. I have a lot of TC activation there, so let's try TC4. Still a bit snappy. I will go lower rake. Was a bad corner. Okay. The issue is I need the rear camber because the rears are just sliding all over the place, and go back to the my positive 042. Oh god. Clear that this is a very long lap and still the tires need more to reach their proper pressures. Okay, it's much more stable there. And there too. Looks like it just needs the rear camber so it can support the rear of the car. But again a bit. Oops. Did not like that. I don't know. It could need that exit rotation. Let's try one more lap with proper tire pressures then. I mean, not fully proper, but better. But I think I'm going to back to the last iteration and just try a different approach. It feels decent here until you touch that curve. Is the apex? Try lower brake bias. Softer suspension is working in ACC because the car hitboxes are very lenient. You can basically, the car can go under the surface of the track, so you can drive super low ride height with super soft suspension and not bottoming out that much. Also, when you bottom out, it doesn't count as damage, so there's no underfloor damage simulated in ACC. And soft suspension lets the car push more to the floor with downforce, which makes it faster in the straight and a bit faster in the corners too. So that's why soft suspension works. The other thing is it's easier to drive because you have more time to react because the car is less snappy. The weight transfers are less abrupt, and there are more. So it's a lot of components, but usually, unless you have bump issues like curbs, sausages, suspension is the faster, and also it's better on the tires. They work less, especially in the hot weather. So it's a very multi-dimensional thing. Why suspension? Fuck's sake again. Why so suspension works in this game? Okay, let me try. Click less on both sides. I think I was on the used tire set. Ouch. Okay. And 5, 5, 4, 4, 6, 4. And what I will try is I came back to this setup. And limit the dive with a bit more bump stop range and just increase the TC to get rid of the too much exit rotation, like snapping. And let's see. Oh, and get new tires. That happens a lot. It is probably because you cannot control the quali setup and you get oversteer, which in combination with mid-high TC makes you slower. But it happens with me too. Sometimes I'm faster with the race setup when I don't have a good day or something like that. Also, with the quali setup you usually have to push like super hard and warm up the tire in 2 laps max, then push 2 laps super hard. While with the race setup, like you through the first 2 proper laps you still have more to go because it's not killing the tires that much, so you have more chances. So sometimes like rear tire degradation is more, it gives you a bit more oversteer with the race setup, etc, etc. Many things can happen, but the main is usually that you basically cannot control the more rotation of the quali setup. Avoid the curb yet. We have low tire pressures. I'm definitely taking that corner very badly. I have to it wider at the first exit to have a better second entry. Okay, the car is much more natural here. Oops. Rear end trying to overtake me. That was a very Porsche thing. Try 49.6. Carry a bit more speed here, brake a bit later. Was a bit impatient with the throttle, but otherwise that was a better approach. I don't even remember Watkins times, but usually my setups are not designed for 0 TC.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Check the Watkins target times. Watkins Glen target times are 40. I doubt that. 42.5 is the LFM lap record. Nope, that's my sheet, which is from the LFM data,
Well done, mate.
but
Personal fastest now.
it's available. You have to Google it on Reddit. Just Google like on a speed LFM spreadsheet, something like that. Also, I think it's in the description of this stream, but not sure. Okay, the setup is decent. I went one click more brake bias. Let me check the dampers and bump stops. Bump stops are working a lot in the first corner. That's very good. I really like that. That helps us a lot. And they don't do almost anything in the SS. That's very good because they don't limit our front traction there. They also work a lot. The fast left-hander, like, yeah, 130R, that's fine, but they don't work here. I think I will go even lower with the front bump stop range. So don't let it dive that much. Like, check when it starts to gets hit in the asset. And so less bump stop range at the front and more rake. This won't let the car dive that much, but this will make dive it more, so we have more rotation probably in the asset, but not scary in the braking part. The other thing that I want to check is the dampers, which are sort of fine. We have a bit too much bump. At the front, I will add, if my ACC comply. Okay, I have Discord open. Okay, so why I can't go back to ACC? That's very weird. Sorry, something is happening. I cannot go back to ACC. Did I just? Okay, sorry. I pushed this to my streaming monitor. Okay, so I said I will give it more rebound in the front. This will also make it a bit more rotating under throttle, but we will see how much we control that with TC6 this time. Rear dampers were fine, and the rear bump stops are working a lot. They are limiting our, hitting, bottoming out in a few places, but none of them matter basically. It's in the fast right-hander and the 130R. They are fine. Okay, this is... Oh, let me check the pressures. Okay, there were no pressure loss, and we need one click less both fronts. And no pressure loss at the rear either, and we need like 2 or 3 click more on the rear right. Let's try 3. They are hot. Warming them up a bit helps. Sadly, the OMIs are horrible on the rear right. Oh, we have this. asymmetric here. That's weird. The tire degradation is completely symmetric. Why the ohms are not? Okay. Well, it probably depends on where I went back to the pit. But the tire degradation is symmetric, so we have balanced out stresses both sides. Which is not surprising because it's Suzuka is a figure 8 track, so it has as much right turn as rotation as left rotation. I mean, combined in a full lap. Okay, it's either the tire pressures or the plus 2 millimeters rake, but I have way much more rotation there. I mean, at least it felt much more. And I should have opened up the rear tires. Rear brake guards for tires, I mean. It's funny that every time I stream with the Porsche I have more viewers. Do you guys just love the car or love see me suffering? Or you just really like my Porsche setups? Anyone can answer that, I would be glad. Or it's just a coincidence. Yeah, that left-hander of the chicane is very important to maximize exit speed. Never mind, we are still super low on pressures. Okay, then there it is. Hello, Avatar Races. You don't need to download that because I am keeping it free and online, and also I'm updating it regularly. I think I forgot to update it for 2 days now, but not huge changes were done since the last update. Sheet update probably, because LFM is running on a track combination which was already in this season, I think. Even more aggressive in the left hander. Yeah, we definitely have more rotation here in the coasting phase. And I screwed up the last left turn, but still the car feels okay. This is definitely off track limits. Never mind. We need the data, not race records. Lap records. Okay, after this lap I'm going to check the bump stops again. Also I decreased the rear right by 1, that plus 3 was too much. The 992 doesn't struggle on the straight, that was the 991.2. Recommending it, I don't know. The thing is, the car is great. I think with my setups, it's not that hard to drive. It's super fun and super rewarding and teaches you a lot, like brake control and like giving nice smooth inputs, because due to the short wheelbase it doesn't like harsh inputs. But the biggest issue is, no matter what you do, you get a lot of rear tire degradation due to having a lot of weight at the back, and the rear tires are working more because front tires are only braking and cornering, while the rear tires are braking, cornering, and accelerating. Also, they have more weight. So, I would recommend trying it and running it for a while. For like sprint races, this is awesome. Also, it's very good in qualifying. But for endurance, like races where you have to do 1 hour stints, yeah, it suffers, sadly. It can be managed, but it's harder to manage than other cars. Okay, suspension histogram is okay. It did not change much. And suspension travel. So we are now hitting, compared to our fastest lap, I will show it you soon. We are hitting the bump stops at the front more. Definitely more. Just give me a second, I'm struggling with Multec. So these are the front bump stops indices. And I decreased it by 2, and we are hitting it a bit more now than before. So I will go back to 16 and keep the rake as is, so we won't suffer more of the, like, I mean, the rake keeps it rotating in the S's, and the bump stop does not let it dive still, and hopefully it will be stable enough in the high speed trail braking zone, like turn 1 and I always forget this back one, this one. Turn 1 is the biggest candidate of Porsche high speed trail braking. I will go to the colder session just to see if I can push it under 2 minutes. And also I can close the brake that's at the rear. I have to add like to it. Okay, should be 8 and 10 maybe. Let's see. Theoretically, yes, but it's not as simple. With zero toe at the rear, you won't neglect the big OMI difference due to having high camber. So some positive toe can make the tire last more because they don't have that much delamination.
Green light,
Also,
go, go, go.
like, you don't lose the most of your rear tires in the straight. So having some toe positive helps you not slip that much, especially in the entries. And that slip does kill more of the tire than what you gain in the straight. Rear camber is much more important in tire saving. And basically not letting the car slide too much, both how you drive it and how it is set up. So like artificially making it more stable makes it more like better in the tire life department. For example, I drove the Aston V8 yesterday on Valencia for like 50 minutes because we will have a 90-minute race at Sunday, and I am trying to decide if I will go with one real pit stop and one splash and dash, so like 45 minutes tires, car tires. Or just go double tire change, because splash and dash is 5 seconds, tire change is 40, so that's a huge difference, but it's really hard to survive 45 minutes on Valencia with one tire set. But what I found is I could set up the car that I had dynamic wise as much tire degradation as my, combined with less fuel at the rear, making it understeer a bit more. The car felt the same for the whole stint. It just started to become slower due to tire degradation, so I will still decide that. Minus toe is always hard on the tires. You will gain a lot of yaw with it, which will cause micro slides and basically more slip angle, and that will degrade the tires no matter what. Also, you will use the inner side of the tire much more and heat them up much more, so I would only go minus with poly setup. And I only do that. Usually what I feel is like very nice to drive is a very slight positive too, like 0.01 to, I mean 0.01 to 0.056, depends on the track and the car. A bit too early on the throttle. I was not patient enough. Yeah, I usually get in rotation with brake. That's true. I mean, corner entry rotation with brake. And of course, rear braking. Oops. If that was valid, I will be surprised. And it was, oh my god. Okay, you can really abuse turn one. Setup is good. I like it. Oops. Bit better now. It's not a must, but very advised. Also, I think most cars does full wing on Imola. Mustang is just fast in the straight, and it's yeah, probably, I don't know, they run a bit less wing at the rear in Imola because you don't need that much wing on Imola. And the Mustang just super understeer in the entry, and a bit less wing helps in that. Let me check the tire pressures because they were all over the place. Front left is decent. Front right, okay, I lost pressure, that's why it was all over the place. All right, it would have been one, no, it would have been perfect basically. And the rears, I need 2 click at the rear right and at the rear left too. Be right back. I have to pee. Just give me a second. Forgot. I'm still a human, not an alien. Like some of those fast guys. So back to the topic. Yeah, decrease the wing, then decrease the rake with it a bit. Usually that counters the thing. So I say 2 clicks at the rear, both. And save it with Porsche set to 1. I think this setup is basically okay. Let me drive just a few more laps, see how if I can push it under 2 minutes. Not with the Euster set. So I will do one more track with the Porsche. Silverstone is on the calendar, yeah, and it is outdated. I should definitely update that. I know it's a bit too late, although still people can race on the weekend with the setups. See on the tires yet. Don't lose pressure this time. They are a bit better now. I'm watching the dash. You are welcome. I hope it was helpful. For God's sake. That corner. By the way, what I'm really looking forward to is the race I just posted, both here in YouTube and on Reddit. The Porsche 99 Cup versus BMW M2 Clubsport on a 4-hour Kyalami. I will race with one of our, I think he's silver, Fabio Vieiro, very nice Brazilian guy. And that will be like a combined coaching, training and racing stuff for him. But I just love driving the 992 raw pork. I'm really looking forward to the race. Tyre managing that car will be a big challenge. Also, Kyalami is a bit devastating for the car because, like in the left-hander before the straight before Sunshine, I don't know what corner is that. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, and I forgot to brake because I was stopping. 4 or 5, the left-hander, the sharp left-hander, because before the straight. Not the main straight, but the back straight. At the exit of that, it's so easy to kill the raw pork. Like funny, you just barely touch the grass at the exit and boop, and you are dead. Because there's a wall on the other side. I suck at this track really hard. Okay, no excuses. That was a decent assist. Finally. Sometime there between too early in the break, but never mind. It was far from optimal, or from horrible too. let's try one more lap, then I'm going to Silverstone. Yeah, I'm pushing it way too hard. Seeing the apexes. Way too hard. I was impatient. Okay, setup is okay. I will do a proper lap with it some later. Let's go to my other not so favorite, but I'm a bit less versed on it. Track Silverstone. 18 degrees. Let me just refresh what times I need and have here. Silverstone 101 is 58, 102 is 59. No, I have updated Imola. I don't need that. Yeah, I remember I was doing this setup just before 1.9.6 came out. Okay, 4957, 4552, 23. 4957, 4552. Okay. X0. We don't need the base. We don't need these either. These are fully outdated. Just let me double check the 495745. Okay. Let's go.
Green light. Give it all you got.
Let's see what's what. I haven't drawn Silverstone for a while. So give me a few left to get the hang of it again. Whoa, way too much. Bit too early. Okay. Saved it. Corners where VR helps a lot. Oh yeah, my nemesis corner on this track. The first one. We need much more rake, much more rotation. The car is a bit too stable. Exit rotation is not bad. I think with increased rake it will be fine because that will increase the rear downforce a tiny bit, even while the car is squatting, which will make it rotate a tiny bit more in that department. It's not as big change as in the coasting and braking, but still a change. Too much. Still, I did not want to release the steering lock. That would cost much more. Although the car rail brakes super nicely in the mid-speed corners, like front engine killing nicely. Okay, it's 9.9. Yeah, we need much more rotation here. And here too. Or just do the alternative line. It's faster. Judges won't be happy. New wheelbase is very detailed. You can feel everything with it. Super nice. The brakes feel the same, which is fine. I was completely fine with the CSL load cells. They were fitting to my taste. I like very stiff brakes with not too much travel. And very soft throttles with medium travel. Okay, our illegal lap would have been a 59th flat, but it was illegal. Brake a bit more here. I decrease the brake bias by 1. But I won't do that in the setup yet because I want to get more rotation everywhere with brake, which will probably result the same or even higher brake bias. I'm sort of getting the hang of the truck again. But it will much more time for me to get back to the groove of Silverstone, which I usually don't really get fully ever. It's a fast track. I suck at fast tracks. The difference is how much I suck. Okay, 58 H4. Let's check the tires first. You got a tiny bit of pressure loss at the rear right, so, and otherwise it was perfect pressure. So I will decrease the rear right by 1. And the front, we got a lot of pressure loss at the front right. It's 1, 2, 4, and it was 3 under. The front left was 1 over. That means we need to decrease both fronts by 1 click. 1, 1. And 1 less brake bias. This was the... Oh god, I was on the old setup. Okay, and I just overwrote it. Actually, it was kind of nice. That's why it was so fitting, because it was for this track. Okay, let's load. Load my reference. Not the V8 Vantage. But this way. Okay. And copy the dampers, because the dampers were the big changes. 11, 12, 6, 12, 4, 12, 11. 11, 12, 6, 12, 4, 12, 11, 12. And the other big change is the rear preload. Okay, I say no rake, and probably due to having much more dampers, I can go even more rake. And usually I run with no real anti-roll bar. So I think I can decrease the front wheel rates a bit. Let's see. But it looks like the old setup is not that different for this track. It was a bit understeering. Oh yeah, that's more realistic, yeah. 40 would have been a world lap record, probably. Oh yeah, much more rotation. Especially initially. Even with flatter tires, which is usually worse for high speed. Probably that much rake is a bit too much. But I think the old setup was better than this one. Unless I'm on the used tires. I tend to do that nowadays. Stupid me. Oh yeah, I was on the used tires. Anyways, it was way too much brake. Let's go back to the old one, I liked it. And add some rake. And probably we will need more dampers, so like 5 more. 5 more. They made the old dampers very weak. So I kept it symmetric like what it was, but increased the fast bumps and rebounds. And I think I'm running 15 request now. Steering ratio now. Yeah, I do. So 15. Let's see. And decrease the preload. because that's way too high. And new tires. I was on a used tire again. Doing the same stupid mistake twice. Today. You can do it many times. Less brake bias. Much more snappy to rotating, but that's what I wanted. It's just a bit surprising. Watch, alright. It's fine for the data. Was probably some pressure loss. same-ish time. I'm pretty happy with that because I have less camber at the rear. Yeah, the setup is far from optimal. But let's see the motor again. Yeah, I definitely lost pressure at the first corner. Otherwise, it would need one at the front. I'm going to give one. At the rear. The rears are perfect-ish. Yeah, it would have been perfect. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Way undamped. That's how the Porsche what does after the patch. Otherwise, it's sort of symmetrical. You can use a bit more rebound at the front and increase both of them by 4 click and at the rear too. So it will be less adept. Let me check the bump stops. Yeah, we are hitting the bump stops a lot, way too much. I will try to go a tiny bit less rake. Brake press is +2 because we was 49.4 and like much more bump stop, so we don't hit it in the first corner and in the S's. Let's see. Also, we can try a tiny bit less. The tyre edition is not horrible. So I won't touch the rear cambers yet. New tires and yeah, let's try. It should be more planted due to much more dampening, but more eager to rotate under braking and off throttle. But we will see. Maybe the dampers will mute everything a lot. But I usually aim for natural distribution for best tire to road contact. Let's warm the tire first because they are super low. Okay. Much more exit rotation there. Although it's not representative because the fronts are more pressurized than the rears, which will make them less supportive at the rear at the high speed. Yeah, much more predictable and still not slow. Although I was too hesitant to go back to the throttle. I should have not. For the run, a second. Okay, the car is very predictable to drive. That's always really high on my priority list. Was a bit too aggressive. Though I could easily save it. Always a good thing. Super nice on the trail braking. So hard to get the flow of Mogots and buckets. But so important too. Okay, I like the setup. We'll do a few more laps, like one more for tire pressures, then get into the full session and try to set the decent lap time. It was a bit more aggressive than I would like, but it was very predictable, easily controllable. Put that a bit. setup is great. I like it. I will increase the brake bias by 1 click. And save it. And I'm going to check the tire pressures. They were completely fine. Fronts are fine, rears are fine. Dampers are much more nicer. They are nice, symmetrical, reminiscent to a natural distribution, but I cannot make them like less spreaded because the fast dampers are maxed out already. Yeah, so code session. To break that and like +7 on the front and +2 at the rear, maybe 3. Okay. We reset my VR view.
Green light. Give it all you got.
Yeah, the tires, although they are not as under pressured, with the higher starting pressure, but still they are cold. And the rear ones are really less sportive. They will be more heated. They have a less starting pressure, which does not support them in the high-speed corners. It's when the car is predictable and it does exactly react to the same manner as I would do. Like doing the same arc and rotation under throttle, braking, and coasting. Just how I like it. But a tad bit too aggressive. Probably invalidated it there. Oh no, that was valid. Okay. Way too much. Just using the fast line. I could have been much more faster there. Still fine. Was on the throttle too early again. Patience. Probably invalidated it there. But you can never know with the stewards. Yep, invalid. Oops. I'm getting tired. Is the apex? That was a weird line. The car needs one more brake bias. It's too late already. The tires are a bit eaten.
That's the fastest lap.
Okay. I think the fronts were they were fine. So one more brake bias. Wait. The first tire set. So the brake bias higher in the other. Temperature setup. Did I think I came out with the used tires. Yep. Third time today. With me, sorry. I just felt the rear is really slippery because I cooled it in the last session. A bit too much tire braking. Easy on the first lap. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. First corner is super hard to really nail. Sorry. Ah. My driving is starting to fall apart. Too aggressive here. Okay, that's much better. Perfect, but much better. Too early. It's like attempts there. God's sake. Okay, that's what it is. Let's go.
Lovely. That's impressive.
Way too much. Okay. Let's see what else needs updating. Netterton and that's Barcelona Donington Park. Barcelona is very old, okay. And it's on the LFM calendar next week. And the target times here are... Usually I'm not that fast in Barcelona, sadly. 43 mid, 43.7 and 44.7 are the 101 and 102%. Looks like I started making something here. Okay. Let's use this one. Just 2 more clicks of tire pressures and we will see, but usually Barcelona does not like 2 ducts at the front. I will go to 3 already. 2 more clicks at the front. Hey Misku, how are you? Clean up. keep one of the old ones. That's very nice to hear, and you are welcome. Okay. You're just scratching my head a bit. Okay. By blindly, I will go that way with the bump stops. Barcelona is a bit bumpy in a few places, and low bump stops tend to bump around.
Green light, go, go, go.
Okay, feels nice, but that's expected. This one is, well, I started to make it for this track. So I have to get the Barcelona groove. Not as easy to jump into tracks and do decent lap times. At least not for me. Like, I can do 102s, high 102s, pretty quickly, but I think lower needs to get used to. Oh, okay. It was unexpected. It's nice on the bumps. Even a nice sweet up. Okay, rear needs one. Rear right needs one quick rest. It had a bit more too aggressive than I should have. So the front tires are super underinflated. By the way, that's one other issue with the Porsche is brake ducts. Usually the front would need less brake duct for more heat, but the brakes cannot handle it. I mean, the brakes itself need the cooling, and the rear ones are the complete opposite. You would like to open them more, but brakes are undercooled already. Let's try one more look. The car could use a tiny bit more rake. Shot it, because I had much better exit speed from the last corner. I say that I have to get back my Barcelona groove. I usually drive this track with GT4 Merc, because that's our training car. That was the training which I am doing. I mean, I am teaching it in the area. And after the lecture, we practice with GT4s on this track. It's usually super fun. Depends on the topic. I usually give hints. I ask the students to do a few things, like putting the brake bias fully to the front, putting the brake bias fully to the rear, ABS, DC, playing with those. It was not my idea, don't get me wrong. I learned it from Mr. Fagner. But it's a very good way to show people what the onboard settings can do. Okay, a bit earlier to brake. Almost perfect. It's like 140. Bit early on the throttle. Check. What did I say? Good times 40. 347 is 102. Okay, we are at 102 already. That's really nice to see. Pressures were. There were no pressure loss just a tiny bit, and the fronts need 3 and 3 and 4, yeah. Actually, there was a tiny bit of pressure. Okay, 3 and 3. And sadly, they are cold. What were the brake? I don't think the track can handle less brake that's at the front, sadly. And the rear ones were 1 and 2 click less sweet. As you could see, the 1 and 2 click less. As you could see, the rear brakes were overcooled, underheated. That's 2. I said more rake, but I don't know. Let's try more dampers, but first check the dampers in the Motec. Oh yeah, it could use more dampers and more fast ones at the rear, although they are maxed out, so no chance. More dampers and front bump stops a bit less range. Okay, so I give it 2 more rake and like 1 bump stop range less and 1 click brake bias. This should help. And the tires are a bit asymmetric. Should we try asymmetric here? Let's try it. Why not? Why not? Stalling? Really? 4-liter flat 6 and you stall? broke too much there. Go to the actual second then. But 5 times looks better. 9 pressures. Okay, let's hop into the cold session and try to make a decent lap here. And I think one more click on the brake bias would help. Long activity. Okay. Yeah. Fronts are really going to suffer here. I will try break that to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, they will just suffer here if I don't close the brake ducts. But with 2 ducts, the front brakes will have issues. Probably broke a bit too much there. Don't have a delta yet, so no idea. But the setup is great. Good for nice to push and drive.
Well done, mate. This is the Euro Silverstone.
This time consistently slow. Too early back on the throttle.
Well done, mate. Fastest
Oh,
lap so
oh,
far.
oh. Okay. Yep, much nicer. Rotate it much more with the brake. Ah, I'm gonna let the last chicane that much. Stupid me. Everyone's favorite chicane. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Alright, gents. I think I finished today. The setup is good. I really like it. Though I should check the pressures. Rears are okay. Fronts are -2 and -2. Okay, like that. Yeah, the setup is great. Hopefully all three of them. I will finish making them as a video tomorrow. Since until that you can just steal from the stream if you want to. I wish you a good night and see you later.